I want your genuine. Okay, here we go. So, chat. So right here we have player A, and then we have player B right here. So even though player A played 11 more games, their records are very similar. Completion percentage, player A has better completion percentage. Player A has better passing yards by 4,000, I believe. No, 5,000 actually. 5,000 more passing yards. Player A averages more passing yards than player B. Player A has 257 pass yards per game or whatever, 20 something more than player B. Player A has more touchdowns than player B. And player A has less interceptions, slightly, obviously, than player B. Um, QB rate, QB rate, which basically determines if a quarterback is good or not, higher than um, higher than player B. Obviously, the rush stats for player B are way more impactful, but that's because player A doesn't run like that. But they still basically have almost the same fantasy points yearly, basically. So with this knowledge that I just gave y'all, oh by the way, both were three Pro Bowls. One was all one. Both were all pros, basically. One was an All Pro board, and another one. I take player B because I think I know who it is. You take player B just because you think you know who it is. Who do you think it is, bro? Who do you think player B is? Player B, okay. Okay. So you're 100% right. Player B is Josh Allen. Player A is Dak, obviously, because the rushing yards is basically give it away. So my question to you is, how are their numbers damn near identical? Actually, if we're just counting being a fucking quarterback, how is player A, aka Dak's numbers, extremely better than player B's? And I'm not talking about yardage, obviously, because he played 11 more games. I mean, 11 more. You're not gonna get 5,000 yards in 11 more games, but that's neither here nor there. He got a better QBR than this nigga, and he gets more passing yards per game. Explain to me. Hold on. Dak don't perform in the playoffs. Neither does Josh Allen, bro. When does Josh Allen ever perform? Both are trash. So the NFL, because fuck your opinion right now, whatever. The NFL, they're all pros. They're literally both all pros, and they've been in the Pro Bowl, both of them. How are they trash? Again, I'm not even about to, because we don't want to put up Hurts versus Dak numbers. It's embarrassing at that point. Um, how is one? People like to say he's one B to the Patrick Mahomes 1A when Dak got better numbers than him. Sam Darnold was in the Pro Bowl. Nigga, yes, because Sam Darnold balled out last year. Now Pro Bowl, how come Pro Bowls don't matter anymore to y'all? But they actually do matter. Pro Bowls matter to a degree, for sure, 100%. If you make the Pro Bowl, you had a great year. If you make a lot of Pro Bowls, then you have a great career. For instance, if you're somebody like, I don't know, Justin Jefferson, you made the Pro Bowl every single year of your career. You're good. You're good, bro. Like you're a good player. That means you're the best of the best every single year. That's what the Pro Bowl means. The Pro Bowl absolutely matters. I hate niggas that think it don't. I'll ball out too if I had just Jefferson as receiver. Bro, Justin Jefferson is his only receiver, bro. Justin Jefferson gets double teamed. What are you talking about? Dak been around for 10 years and got two playoff wins. What does Josh Allen have? other than a fluke MVP that he didn't deserve the win because Lamar deserved that MVP. And the MVP that Lamar won 2 years ago, Dak deserved that MVP. So please let me know, what does Josh Allen do stat wise? What makes Josh Allen better? Please let me know. Because to my knowledge, both have the same amount of Pro Bowls. They both are all pro. Josh Allen has one more than Dak. They both are unsuccessful in the fucking playoffs. He was going dumb. Jordan Addison was a dog last year? Question mark. I just said Jefferson got double teams. Of course he's gonna have a great year. He's not top five. He's not even top 15, nigga. Jordan Addison is not a top 15 receiver. So I don't even know why you're throwing his name with a question mark like he's really him. He's not him. I ain't gonna lie. He's trash. He's not trash, but he's a good two. I'm gonna say that. He's a good two. Because the best number two right now is T. Higgins. I ain't gonna lie. Are you happy with Dak as your quarterback? Bro, I'm being dead serious when I say this, bro. There's only three quarterbacks in the history of the NFL, currently and past, that can absolutely fix the Cowboys and help them win. And that's literally Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. That's it. Everybody else, it'll be the same shit, bro. Literally. I promise you, if Dak was on a different team, he would have a better playoff record. He would probably have a better team around him. And he would be looked at as a top 5 quarterback. I promise you, bro. Because stats don't ever lie about nothing. That's why I be trying to explain to motherfuckers when they say shit, bro. Like, I know y'all Eagles fans. Obviously, the bias is going to be there. It is what it is. Is Peyton Manning better than Joe Montana? Yes. Oh, yes. Peyton, I'm gonna be dead serious when I say this, bro. Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time in terms of winning. Peyton Manning is the best quarterback ever in terms of being an actual quarterback. Like, he is the smartest quarterback to ever play, I believe. Just the way he dissects defenses, how he changed he's basically an offensive coordinator at quarterback. Like, he is like the dream quarterback you want on the team. Now, with that being said, Patrick Mahomes is the greatest, I feel like, quarterback skill-wise. Alright, so name a time that stats were deceiving. Name one time, please. Aaron Rodgers not better than Patrick Mahomes, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Aaron Rodgers is better than Patrick Mahomes. The way, because there's throws that Patrick Mahomes makes that only a handful of people in the NFL can make nowadays. Like, back in the day, Aaron Rodgers never threw sideways. Like, he never did the baseball throw, like, because he's not built for that. The only two people I've seen this nigga Mahomes run to the left while he's right-handed, jump up in the air, reverse this way, and throw the ball directly in the gut of his receiver, and they scored a touchdown, bro. Aaron Rodgers could not do that. I seen this nigga no-look a touchdown to his receiver, bro. I seen this nigga jump up over his offensive line and throw the ball over somebody, bro. The shit that Patrick Mahomes do, and not a lot of quarterbacks can do. That's why I don't think Aaron Rodgers is better. That's not saying Aaron Rodgers is trash. He is now, but Aaron Rodgers is allegedly, to some people, top 5. I don't really agree with that. I truly feel like, because if we want to be technical, I'm going to keep it a buck with you, bro. If we're going to be, because I need y'all to see me when I say this, bro. I'm going to keep it a buck, bro. Aaron Rodgers won a ring was a fluke. when I say it's a fluke, I don't mean like, oh, he not nice, but he's not as nice as everybody make him be. Like everybody make it seem like he's the quarterback you don't want to see in the playoffs, like back then in his prime. What's his playoff record? Because to my knowledge, he never really made it past the NFC Championship game like that. He never he only made it one time after that, and that's great. But like, if you like 1-4 at NFC Championship games, you're not that good, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like to be that bad man that they say, you're not that good. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You're not that good. I ain't gonna lie. Side question: you don't think Rodgers would have the same access if he had Andy Reid at coach? So when you say same access, what do you mean same access? Do you mean like, what do you mean same access? Like, cause the shit that I was describing about Patrick Mahomes, I said Patrick Mahomes skill wise can do. A lot of people can't do it because you forget he got a baseball background. Um, I wouldn't go that far because I would say Andy Reid is a great coach. He's a great coach, but not every coach will blend well with every quarterback. Like I feel like Andy Reid is a great coach, obviously, arguably greatest of all time. I still think it's Bill Belichick. Um, I feel like the ego Aaron Rodgers has. This is dead honest, bro. I think the ego, and he tries to make it seem like he don't got an ego. Aaron Rodgers got a fucking ego, bro. I truly feel like Aaron Rodgers' ego will get in the way of a lot of his success. Like when he went to the Jets, think about it. He literally told them, "Yo, I want this receiver, this. I want this, I want that. I want my room here. I want this flight everywhere. I want this private jet. I want this maid service, all this, that, and the third in the Jets." And they gave it to him. Just because just off his name, respectfully. He's not nice, bro. Like, he's nice. I want to be very clear when I say this. His ego gets in the way of his talent. I want to say that perfectly. Aaron Rodgers' ego gets in the way of all his talent, and that's his problem. Like, he really think he him. He's more or less like almost him, but the fact that he thinks he's better than what he is. Like, he's a great quarterback, but like he thinks he's here when he's really like right here. You know what I mean? In terms of greatness, he made Vic a better passer with the Eagles. Did he make Vic a better passer, or did Vic like always be that way? Like, and I'm not trying to shit. You feel me? Like I wouldn't say he made Vic a better passer. I would say Vic was older and he was like basically like, yo, I gotta, cause Vic always had an arm, bro. There was really no weakness in Michael Vick's game, bro. But wasn't good compared to the Eagles. That's because he was younger, bro. So when Lamar Jackson got into the league, bro, when Lamar Jackson got into the league, his most of his shit was running, bro. The year after was running some passing. The year after that, he also got like he developed more of a pocket presence, bro. So I truly feel like Andy made Vic better, possibly, but that doesn't mean Andy can make everybody better. Like I'm saying, like you gotta have to deal with a coach like Andy Reid and Bill Belichick. You gotta have some humility to you. Aaron Rodgers don't have humility, bro. He does not have humility. He would fucking fail if he was a Patriot. He would fail if he was a Eagle or a fucking a pack. Oh, not Packer, obviously Chief. Honestly, the downfall of the Eagles during the 2010s was getting rid of McCoy, Macklin, and Deshaun Jackson and Michael Vick. That was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I don't understand why y'all did that. Chip Kelly was goofy for that. To be fair, he did have D Jack. Exactly. He had D Jackson. He had Macklin. He had what? Brent Selleck. He still had a great O line. He still had LaShawn McCoy, who was a dog at the time. He was top three running back. Um, y'all defense was kind of shaky. Like, yo, y'all had an offense, bro. Like, and it's not. Vic is great, bro. Vic had a great career with y'all, but and when he was with the Falcons, who was his number one receiver? Crump, bro. You feel me? Now, the thing about LaShawn McCoy, he's a horrible sports analyst. Like, quit your day job. I'm glad you got fired. I ain't gonna lie, but he was a great football player, bro. Great football player. Brian Finn, exactly. Come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Like, like when it come to quarterbacks, bro, you gotta judge them on a lot, bro. Like, when it come to quarterbacks, you all right. That's like the one time I think stats sometimes don't really tell the whole story. Because I remember I think a couple weeks earlier or whatever, y'all was getting on me for saying C.J. Stroud is top five. He is. He had a down year with fucked up. He had a decent year that some quarterbacks would love to have, with a fucked up O line and injured receivers going in and out, and he still produced the same way he produced the year before, and got them to the playoffs. Explain to me how he not top five, bro. Peerless Price. I don't know if you trolling or you. I don't be knowing if you trolling when you say. I feel like you be trolling when you say certain shit, bro. I feel like you be trolling when you say certain shit. Cause like, how you gonna say Jaden Daniels is better than C.J. Stroud after 1 year, bro? That's crazy. That's a non-ball low end fucking thing to say. His O line was shit, and Terry was only his only guy. Okay, I have something for you actually. He had Terry. Who else he had? He had Logan Thomas. He had two decent running backs. He had no film on him. You gotta remember he had Zach Ertz decent. He had no film on him, bro. He took the conference chip his first year, and nigga almost made a ring. That would have been crazy. I don't know, nigga. I just threw a name out. I don't fucking know the rest. I don't know the Commanders like that, bro. Um, you gotta. So the thing about quarterbacks like Jaden Daniels, you can't rate them off their 1 year, bro. You gotta say you gotta like think about what they doing the year after, bro. Because Jaden Daniels had a great year, bro. He had a great, amazing year. But he also had no film on him, no tape whatsoever. Um, he had. I'm not gonna lie. He had a good OC because he had a good coordinator, great coordinator. Um, JD5, you could say he might be better than CJ Stroud in the future, but right now you can't say that. It's only been 1 year. You feel me? You can't really. You feel me? You gotta judge somebody after. That's like saying because niggas was saying CJ Stroud was top three. Y'all remember when they said that shit about CJ Stroud top three? Now it's debatable when I say he's top five. Like, think about that, bro. Yeah, JD. Yeah, he will get figured out, bro. Cause like, if you think about it, bro, as good as JD5 was, the Commanders still wasn't able to beat us, like at all. The 1 year was greatness, though. That's cool, but you can't judge somebody off of 1 year, bro. You really can't. Cause look at, I got a name for you. You know who Arian Foster is? You know who Arian Foster is? Texas legend is crazy. Arian Foster. If I would have told you in 2010, this is Arian Foster's only good year, you looked at me like I was crazy. He was a he was more or less like he was a one hit wonder, bro. Like I remember the year he started, the year he went crazy. He was barely even on the fucking death chart, and then he disappeared after that. I don't know why he disappeared, but he disappeared after that. Arian Foster, salute you, my dog. You still one of them to me. But your peak was insane, bro. Like you had a great peak. Your peak was crazy. You had a magical season. That shit was crazy. Yeah, 41 KR. Not bad. Yeah, but not bad, bro. You went from a magical season where you tore up the league to not bad seasons after that. Like, come on, bro. Like his ceiling was up here, and he didn't do nothing to match it, so he went on a decline. Like 1,000 yard seasons, yeah, that's decent for a running back. But when you get a running back that's seeing not only 1,000, but they're seeing 1,300, 1,400, 1,500. Back then, especially in the 2010s, where they were running the ball more, 1,000 yards was easy. That's like a that's like a quarterback now getting 3,000 yards. Back then, bro. Now that shit's easy as fuck now, bro. Lamar and Josh Allen run first asses get easily 3,000 yards passing. Like that's how easy it is back then to get 1,000 yards, bro. And that's not me shitting on nobody. I hate when people think like I'm shitting on somebody when I say shit like that. Sui, what's good, bro? What's good, Sui? Simu, yo, where you been at, my boy? You see what I'm talking about, though? Bro, I'm good, bro. I can't complain. He had 1,600 that year. That was crazy. Then next year, 1,200 decline. Then he had 1,400. Looked like he was coming back. And then he barely played 2013. I think he got hurt. And then he slowly drifted away. Like, he was great for like 3 seasons. He was great. One season, he was stagnant. He went back to good. Like, and he was competing with people like Adrian Peterson, Marshawn Lynch, LaShawn McCoy. He was competing with people that was doing, like, nigga. Adrian Peterson, to my knowledge, I might be lying. I think his average was 1,400, bro. You joined? Did you say something? Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think AP's shit was my bad, bro. Damn, I can't burp now, nigga. Damn. Let me see something. Adrian Peterson stats. Nah, I just was watching. I respect that, bro. Respect the honesty. I don't know why it's not showing. Oh, here we go. Damn, what the fuck? I didn't want to split his shit, bro. I just wanted the game logs, bro. Here we go. Why'd I go to game logs? What the fuck is wrong with me, bro? I just want to go to regular stats. Can I go to regular stats? We'll go to regular stats. Hold on. They're right here. Okay, here we go. This was Adrian Peterson, mind you, bro. Damn, he paid. Damn, he played that long? I didn't think he played that long. Okay, here we go. Where's yards at? Yeah, bro. This nigga Adrian Peterson, besides 2011, because that's when he got hurt, I remember. This nigga was balling, bro. Then he got hurt again in 2016. Or he got fined or something. I don't remember. Why did I say 2017 on here so many times? Oh, he got traded? That nigga's a beast. Adrian Peterson was a fucking monster, bro. That was the guy. Oh, Maurice Jones-Drew? Does anybody remember Maurice Jones-Drew? That was my nigga. Did you watch football at all, Simu? Maurice Jones-Drew was that bull. He only got 8,000 yards rushing, though. But Maurice Jones-Drew was my guy. What's the star by this mean? What does star mean? Fuck does a star mean? Yeah. Bro, if y'all ain't know who Maurice Jones-Drew was, bro, he was that bull. Nah, I don't watch the American one. I feel like we had this conversation. But yeah, bro, we got Maurice Jones-Drew. Who else was good? What other running back was good in the 2000s, bro? The 2010s, I mean. The 2010 running backs. Let me see. You had Marshawn Lynch still. And Beast Mode. That was that boy. Oh, he's a Hall of Famer, for sure. He's 100% a Hall of Famer. He has to be. He did retire in 2016 and then came back. He didn't have to. Why did he come back? Why the fuck did he come back? Nah, I don't think we did. I think that was the one about your. Okay. Chris Johnson. I wasn't a big fan of Chris Johnson. I ain't gonna lie to you. Um, I wasn't a big fan of Chris Johnson only because like he only had that one crazy year for real. That 2000 was different though. I ain't gonna lie. 2,000 yards, bro. That was insane. That was insane. But after that, look at the decline. 1,300 was still pretty good. 1,012, 1,600, 800. You feel what I mean? Like longevity matters to a degree because it's like this peak was actually crazy. But now I'm thinking about it. I think a lot of the teams were starting to go into that pass first more instead of running because he wasn't really winning like that. Um, is rugby and football the same? Basically, rugby is basically football without pads and like everybody like huddles up over top of each other. It's basically the same thing, basically. But yeah, bro, I really am excited. I really am excited about this season because, and I'm gonna challenge you guys to be on my ass. Pause. To be on my ass about how you feel about this. All right, hold on. I'm gonna challenge y'all to be on my ass about like my football content. I'm gonna do a lot of football content this year, whatever.
Lock Hall of Famers. The only guy on the Eagles that could retire today and be certain they're getting in is Lane Johnson. Saquon is on track, and Jalen Hurts is on track, but needs a little bit more. You got to be very choosy with the locks. Dak is not going to make it. Micah is a great bet to make it, but is too young. I think Russell Wilson right now is on the outside looking in. Bobby Wagner's definitely making it. Von Miller is a Hall of Famer. I think Joe Tooney is in. I would bet a lot of money that Penei Sewell eventually makes it. You just haven't done enough yet. Man, this is tough. Justin Jefferson is going to make the Hall of Fame, but if he were to walk today, he's not in yet. Cam Jordan, his sack numbers are insane. He's making the Hall of Fame. Mike Evans is the one lock the Bucks have. Devontae Adams is a lock. But I don't think Stafford's a lock. I think he will get in, but I would not bet my net worth on it.
Okay. Hold on, cause like he said a lot. I'm gonna go one by one. Hold on, I'm gonna go one by one. I'm glad I'm recording this actually.